By the time this video was posted, Pokemon Legends EA will be just 5 days away from releasing. I am so excited to finally be back in the Kalos region adventuring, and speaking of the Kalos region sometimes gets a lot of hate. That's why I'm here to bring you 6 things that made the Generation 6 games good. Number 1 would be fairy types. That's right, Generation 6 introduced fairy types, quickly becoming a fan favorite in general, and even in competitive battling. Number 2 would be 3D models. These were the first mainline games to ever introduce 3D models and animation. While the 3D models may have looked colorless compared to their pixel sprites, this was the best that the mainline games had ever looked. Number 3 is the National Dex. While Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon were actually the last games allowing you to have any Pokemon you wanted, Pokemon X and Y was the last game with a completable National Dex, besides Pokemon Home. But do you guys really count that as a game in itself? Number 4 is one some people may have forgotten, Sky Battles. Sky Battles are just like they sound, a battle in the sky. In these battles, you could only use Pokemon that flew or hovered above ground, giving a pretty interesting challenge, such as not being able to use your broken starter in battle. Number 5 is the most obvious, being Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution, in my opinion at least, is by far the most epic mechanic ever introduced to the series. And number 6 might be one you didn't know, being the Shiny Odds. Shiny Pokemon were introduced in Generation 2, having a base chance of 1 in 8,192 of being encountered in the wild. In Generation 6, however, they lowered this to 1 in 4,096. And while that's still pretty far-fetched, it is more realistic and achievable. Now, before I end this video, with Legends EA's release also marks the end of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's era. And while these games had some questionable performance, they really left their mark on the fan base and the franchise itself. And so, here's a little tribute to those games.